Hi, my name is John and this is Business Focus. In today's video, we'll be talking about how to make decisions using multi-factor evaluation process using Excel. So let's get started. And we're back. In today's video, we'll be discussing how to make decisions using different criterias or factors and providing weights and evaluating them to determine which is the best alternative. In this case, we're using multi-factor evaluation process or MFEP using Excel. Now, in decision making, in our previous video, we've discussed how to make decisions using under different circumstances, whether it's uncertainty, certainty, or even probabilistic to determine what is the best outcome. Now, in this scenario, it's a very simple process wherein you identify what are the different alternatives and then identify the different criteria or factors that you're considering in making the choice and providing weights and evaluations to determine which is the best outcome. So in this example, let's say you're planning on buying or purchasing a new vehicle. In this case, a very popular one, an SUV. And there are three considerations here. First is the Toyota Fortuner. Second is the Mitsubishi Montero. And third, the Isuzu MUX. Now, you could have more than three options or just two, but we want to keep it simple so to make it easier for every one of us to better illustrate. Now, once you've identified the different alternatives here, the key part now is identifying the different criterias or factors that you're basing your decision on whether to make a purchase or not. So in this case, let's keep it simple as well. Let's say you have three factors you're considering. So first is reliability. Obviously, that's very important for me anyway. Second is design or aesthetics. And third, considering price as a third factor here. So let's use Excel here to better illustrate what we're talking about here. So here I've created three columns here, as you noticed. The factors, the weights, and the evaluation. So the factors mentioned, you can have more than three here. It's up to you depending on the situation that here. So we only have three here to make it simplified. And then once you have identified the different factors, you have to assign weights to each of those factors. Now, the range of those factors, depending on the weights that you assign it, when you add all of it, whether it's three factors or more, when you tally it all up, has to be equals to 1. So in this case, assign a weight of 40% for reliability, 35% for design, 25% for price. And if you tally it out, it should be equals to 1. And the next part now is assigning evaluation weights or values for each of the criteria here or factors. Now, the evaluation ranges from 0 to 1. So you can assign as low as 0 all the way to as high as 100%. So here, you don't have to worry about if it tallies to equals to 1 or to 1 to all of the factors here. So in this case, I assign a high evaluation probability for reliability. So let's start first with our first alternative. Let's say we're talking of the Toyota Fortuner here. So we will evaluate the reliability. Let's say they have a very high I gave them a high evaluation of, let's say, 0.95. In terms of design, they have it's okay, not the best. So 0.91. In terms of pricing, it's somewhat okay as well. So 0.9. Once you've assigned the different evaluation values, you just simply multiply the weights and the evaluation, which you will get the weight evaluation. So simply multiply. And then you do the same for the others. And then you add it all up, and this will be your total weight evaluation, which you will compare later with your other criteria here or other options here. We'll do the same for other alternatives. What the heck is it? There you go. Okay, so for the Mitsubishi Montero, so I've already assigned evaluation here, 0.91 for reliability, 0.95 for design, and 0.85 for price. And I did the same. So you can see here you are able to determine the total weight evaluation. And then lastly, for the Isuzu MU-X, I've also assigned different evaluations for each factors here. So once you've tallied it up, so simply compare and find out which one provides you with the highest ratio, then that would be the best choice here. So in this scenario, 0.9, 0.9, 0.92, so which tells you that choosing Toyota Fortune is the best choice here in terms of the different criteria, factors, and the weights and the evaluation here. Now, one of the main advantages of using this technique here is it's very simple to use. You use your own judgment here in terms of what do you prefer and how do you evaluate here. Now, obviously, on the Pro side, it's very easy to use, but obviously, if you have more options here, more alternatives that you're considering, and different more factors to consider, can get too complicated quickly here. But if you're in a tight situation, in a time crunch, you need to make a decision. Obviously, using the MFEP here is very ideal as well. And obviously, if you have limited options and choices, it's very easy to use here, and it doesn't take rocket scientists to do this process here. Now, obviously, in other circumstances, if you're not comfortable providing your own assumptions here, there's another method that we will be discussing in future videos, so stay tuned for our next video when we discuss using AHP here, or analytical hierarchical process, which uses the same process here but a more advanced analysis by using probabilities, comparisons in terms of determining which is the best option here. But for this application of multi-factor evaluation process, it's very simple that anyone could easily use this in terms of making their best choice here. Anyway, that's it for this video. Hopefully you find this video helpful or insightful. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to help continue to support this channel. Also, you can leave your comments down below, such as other topics for future videos. As always, for more guides, tutorials, and tips, you can check out my other videos. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.